Alright, here's a simple project I'm going to pull off. All my interior lights, you can see right here, I've done in blue LEDs. And these are new ones from Parts Am, 194 bulbs. If you're curious about doing those, you just pop this out and you can stick them on in. You do have to ream that out a little bit, but that one failed on me, so that's a new Parts Am one, but you can see the one in the back. If that'll focus, that one's blue original. The Parts Am one here, it's an ice blue, not a true blue. But you can see the problem I've got right here. See how that's got an LED out. So these little 194 bulbs, you know, LEDs, that one on the end's about out. LEDs are supposed to last forever, right? It's supposed to be 10,000, 50,000 hours. So I'm going to pull something here. I think I got the same problem with that bulb over there too, that different chips of the LEDs are out. I'm going to pull this trick here using something from Walmart. Just these strips. And they, you know, glow blue. I love that. The kids love these when we go through Walmart. They like to push all the lights, get the red and blue together, make it like a police car. They think it's hilarious. But I'm going to put these strips in here, and I'm going to use that bar, that structural bar that goes here, and just have it. Basically, I think these things have double-sided tape on the back side. I'll do that and some zip ties and just put it up to that bar. And that should give me a whole lot more light down here than just that simple bulb that's just here in the corner. Have light there. Maybe a little ricer, but you know what? It'll probably be effective and actually work. So, simple little project. I'm going to get to it. I was looking, again, tiny leads like you have on LEDs. So, from the wires up under here, should be no big deal. I'll just splice those in and be done with it. But yeah, one of the other tools I picked up, first time ever trying one of these, is one of these automatic wire strippers. We'll see how these work. Never tried one before, always wanted one. We'll see. So other than that, zip ties, and me, anytime I do stuff, I like to shrink. The heat shrink tubing crimpers. I don't hardly ever solder stuff. For this LED stuff, this will work just fine. Not a whole lot of current draw. It should be all right. All right, so driver's side, you get a lot easier access. Over here, though, come on, you stupid thing with backlight. Can you see that? Yeah. This right here. Golly. Lighting with this camera sucks, but yeah, that little in there is where your bulb socket is. That's the plastic holder for it. And you can see if this camera's going to cooperate with this. Block the light. You twist that out and around. I'm looking at the leads that go in there. I'm hoping I'll be able to pull it out and pull it in here so I can actually get access to it with the wires, and basically going to abandon these. So I might just break this off altogether. Just trying to figure out exactly how it's on there. Not sure if it's part of this whole piece or not. But yeah, I'm going to get after that, because this looks like the more difficult side. I'll start her on this side. We'll see. And then looking up in here, hopefully this comes out. If not, you won't see it in the video, but I'll be able to just strap it on this bar. The LEDs will be a strip that'll be just in here, pointing down, giving a lot of light to the footwell. But yeah, let's get after it. Alright, I've decided to be a lot easier with this out of the way. What you've got, oh, give me some light, is you've got a lanyard sitting right there. This flashlight's almost out of power, wow. But you have this tab you pull up on. You pull up on that tab and slide it out of this square little slot right there. And then this bumper here, you simply press it in. And then you've got your box out of the way. Now you've got a tab there and a tab here, and I've pulled these apart in the junkyard before. I'm trying to remember if it just snaps off, rolls off, what it does, but one way or another, you pull this out. Now we've got access to the bar. Probably would have been easier to get access to everything in there too. I'm going to be able to get the wire out. I noticed with pulling that socket out of that plastic barrel, a set of needle nose pliers actually worked best, and see if I can get a better shot once I have it free and clear. Let's see, can I get in there now? I should be able to. There's that. Alright, yeah. So I broke it a little bit. when you put the needle nose pliers on either side of this, you'll be able to rotate it and pull it out, because it basically has little square retainer deals there, little clips there that rotate in and out of that. Looks like it doesn't really matter which way it goes, but I'm also trying to see how much slack I've got in here for wire. Doesn't seem like a whole lot. And it's, let's see, whole tangle of wires back there obviously, but I'll wrap this out around. Right now in there. There we go. Now I've got the kind of room I need, that I can get those leads on there. I can probably put that whole thing up in there like I want to. Just strapped on here and pointing down in that gap so the light floods out into the footwell like I want it to. I'd love to find something better to tie that up into. The RCA's and the remote turn on for my amp, but notice all my speaker wires have run along this bar. I don't know, every time I tear apart a truck I start looking at what else I've got going on. And that's supposed to be clipped onto somewhere, something. Yeah, that's all the HVAC controls, everything else in there. Alright, I'm gonna get to it. Screwing around with this. Okay, yeah, once you've got it far enough down, these clips will simply rotate off. That lanyard keeps it from being cleared enough to rotate off of there, but once you've rotated enough, just slides right out, no big deal. Just that lanyard and that one bump stop there. There's your switch for your glove light itself, and the glove light's up in here. It's another one of those 194 bulbs, and the Amazon pack of 10 194 bulbs, they just don't seem to last so long. And I said for the doors, I bought those ones from Parts Am. We'll see how they last. For some reason, they're all off right now. I must have blown a fuse when I was screwing with that. We'll figure that out in a minute. So if you ever wondered what they do, there's a little battery pack. I'm guessing 9 volt or so, but it's not a standard 9 volt battery. But they just got that wired into that switch. So I'm guessing all I gotta do is just clip here, and I'll be good to go. Let's see. But I am curious, so see, this little box has a clip and hinge. Watch this, I'm going to slice my hand open. There we go. Oh, look at that stack of those pancake batters. A stack of those is what's powering that. It might be useful for something somewhere. Yeah. Simple little circuit, so it'll last long enough. But then these have the 3M tape on the backside, which will be helpful. So I'm going to get some Windex and clean off those bars. So this will stick, but I'll also zip tie them up there. And the company itself is Alpina. You didn't catch that before, but it's at Walmart. 18 bucks a pack for these. But simple LED strip. It is nice. It's encased in this. I don't even know what that is, some sort of freaking clear polymer or something. It looks like it's got the leads, if you were to open it up, to solder it into other strips too. So it's your basic, oh yeah, look, and you could cut it wherever you want it, so cut lines there. I'm not going to with this one, but if you wanted to extend it, if you're into that kind of stuff, you could extend this light strip and make it go the whole way. But all I'm interested in is all these leads, and you look, this is gray stripe and a black wire, really thin gauge for these LEDs. Tiny gauge, but they don't draw much power, so you attach this to the factory, it'll be just fine, I think. I'm going to guess that the gray stripe is nominally going to be what the ground wire is, so that's what I'm going to use. Otherwise, I'm going to get to it. Alright, so I went ahead and removed the zip ties off of where I've got the speaker wire. I'll reorient it all to the back side of this thing. Clean off the bottom side of that where I intend to stick. Clean on the bottom side of that. These bars are totally steel, unpainted on anything, so they're just surface rusted a lot. So wonder on the top side how much did that clean. Not a lot, so I don't plan on relying on just the 3M tape to keep it there. Obviously it leads you a long lead. Let's see if I'm going to put it all on the back side like that. Probably, figure out where I want it. Probably somewhere in that vicinity so it glows a lot of light from under there. Yeah, I'm going to stick it on first. I always hate starting that.
Daddy? Daddy?
Hang on, Isaac.
The
It's sticking, hang on. It's sticking pretty well. Yeah, it actually is sticking, even though that bar's a little rusty and stuff. Now, in the times I've played with the interior lighting again, that orange wire is your power, the white is the ground. Weird convention, but that's what it is. So we'll test it out with this. I'm going to have to go figure out that fuse that I must have blown, because notice all my interior lights aren't on. So we'll try that. I'll temporarily splice that in and see if it is what I need it to be, but don't need a whole lot of lead. So I'll probably snip it and strip it right about there. Leave me more than enough room to play with to tie that in. I'll use the heat shrink crimpers, and then that installation part will be done. Just need to get the zip ties to bring all these wires up to the top or side of this thing. Then I'll go from underneath to make sure I'm not with a zip tie blocking any of the LEDs themselves. I think those white deals are where the LEDs are at, but yeah, I'll be careful not to do that so the LEDs actually shine on down. We should get a good foot glow right here instead of just that one little bulb right there. So 3M, you give it a good bit of pressure, should go. This one's pretty easy to get to once you remove the glove box. That one, I may have to retract my statement earlier. That may be the harder one in this case. I don't know. We'll find out. But again, belts and suspenders, I will zip tie this thing up in a couple of points so it doesn't go anywhere. And then zip tie all my speaker wires. And this looks like it was a factory wire of some sort for something, because that's not one I did. Or no, yeah it is. I know what that is. That's my mirrors. That's my mirror wires there. I wrapped it all in tape to keep them protected, because those, again, LED were thin little deals. What, baby, you want more? Little thirstaholic. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's horrible. These little strippers, I can't believe I haven't used them before. I've been going all these years without them. I don't know if you're going to see this on camera, but tooth bites down. I've probably got more than enough right there. Let's try this one. Especially for these tiny little ones, this is way easier. Boom, you got it exposed just like that. Automatically adjust, even for a fine strand wire like this. And this is funny, it's aluminum. So LEDs, they're not going to give you the cheap Walmart stuff. They're not going to give you actual copper wire. It's aluminum. Which is another reason to go with the crimpers. I guess I'm going to strip more and bend it in half, because this stuff's way thin gauge. Something like freaking. So go in there, strip off more. Baby's thirsty. Yeah, that's fantastic. I like these things. I can't believe all these years I've been using the other, just regular ones. These are sweet little strippers. Yeah. Hasn't even broken a strand of the wire or nothing. Fold it in half like that. And that way it'll hit in the crimpers nice and neat. What I want to do here is I'm going to tear this apart so I have as much length of wire as I've got. I'll never go back to these anyway. Not afraid of that. So I'll tear those apart. Here we go. When all else fails, read the instructions. It actually says right here, Connect stripped wire to positive fused power and connect black wire to negative ground. I'm thinking they mean striped. Someone in China probably made this. Alright, so on this side it's that square tab that's just spot welded to the bar, and you don't have a whole lot of, well, if I can get the shot, but you don't have a whole lot of slack on the wire here. So, you know, factory's going to give you the bare minimum what you need. But it's enough to work with, and you got enough, well, there's slack in the main loom to be able to pull down without breaking it too much. But yeah, I'll be able to get that in, and then I'm just going to secure it to this. Probably break a lot of those. I don't know, I might have enough room in here. I think I will be able to just put it right on the bottom of this OBD2 port right there. I'll just run it across the bottom there and hook it into those wires, and we'll be good to go. And I did check the fuse box, and yeah, when I was messing around with that, I blew the fuse on that, so I'm using the fuse out right now. Probably a good idea to do that before. Just pull the fuse on the system, and then that way you can work on it and then turn it on. Oh, my silly babies. Alright, I'm going to get back to it. So electrical tech tip. Of all the crimpers and stuff I found, the one that seems to work the best is this right here on my Gerber. That little crimper right there. So I've got it all crimped together. I'm going to put the fuse back in, see if it all works like I want. If it doesn't, I'll cry and figure it out later. But yeah, I'll put that fuse back in. It's number 3 on this, at least for my truck, a 98. But we'll figure that out and see if we get the kind of light I'm hoping for. It would seem I did it right, and that's a fantastic amount of light down under there. And you can't tell because there's sunlight coming here, but over here, which is in the shade, look how much light you got in there. So now I'm just going to tidy it all up, zip tie it all where I want it, and then clean up, and it's time for lunch. But yeah, curious to see what it's like at night. In case you've ever wondered, that courtesy lamp inside your glove box, yeah, that thing's barely hanging on at all. But it's this little tab here. You push in the switch and slide it on out of there, and you can get into there. Then you figure out how to take that shroud off. Oh, the babies. Well, you figure out how to take that shroud off and get that bulb. Again, another 194 bulb. And these ones, 3 years and they're done. So, see if I can't get to it. So you know what I said about breaking stuff? Old plastic. I just broke that tab. So these 2 tabs are what hold a little metal heat shroud on. So you pull those out, and those little slots just slide on out, and that gives you access to that bulb. So, if you've never seen that and wondering how to change one of these bulbs, it's out. That's how it's done. So yeah, there you go. Now it's back in. I got one that's actually functioning a lot better in there. These are polarity based, so if it doesn't turn on when you put it in, flip it and put it in. But yeah, so if your glove box is out, this teaches you how to do that too then. Remove the glove box, then you just pull this out. And this little tab snaps back up in there, and boom, you've got glove box light. Turns on and off. But yeah, I'm going to put the glove box back together. Got everything all zip tied, so if this 3M tape ever decided to let go, the zip ties are still holding the light into place. I'm wondering how much glow. I may not have it pointed in the exact perfect method, but there should be plenty of glow coming down here. Unlike that side, holy cow. This side should be about the same. It's going to be fun at night to look at how it looks at night. Alright, I'm going to button this back up. Reverse order of how I pulled it out. Thinking I'd wait till night, but yeah, now the door's all shut. You can see exactly how much glow we've got underneath there. So the entire underdash. And if I put another strip under there, maybe it'd be even better. But yeah, plenty of glow. Should give plenty of feet, especially on the driver's side. Holy cow. But yeah, simple little project. Took maybe, what, 30 minutes? Silly baby's trying to be quiet. But yeah, you come this far, this might be a way to fix that 194 bulb issue. Hope you enjoyed it. And good luck if you try this one. Oh, automatic shut off. But yeah, there, I'll turn it back on. But yeah, you come this far, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next little project.